Audio testing seems okay. Seems a little low. I'll have to up the audio a little bit. Let me know if I need to up the audio any amount. Um, will not upload video. What am I doing? Gotta go live. Bear with me, guys. It's been an eventful morning. Reason why it's been an eventful morning is because um it's because my allergies are acting up, so I had to wait like 20 minutes for everything to kind of settle before I start talking. Because if I started talking right away, everything would have clogged up and my eyes would have watered. It would have been horrible. So I had to wait like 20 plus minutes. I was actually ready to go. I wanted to go a little bit early, but again, allergies today are acting up. Not good. So we got 78 people here, guys. Hit the like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out quite a bit. What are we buying today? So I'm buying pretty much the same things. Like I said before, I want to kind of consolidate things as we see more gains that we have and other things that I really only had a $300 amount in. I want to be able to consolidate things, and instead of pushing out to 20 different investments or 25 different investments, I want to bring it into maybe 10 or 15 investments, and obviously focusing on Shiba Inu, focusing on Lunic, and focusing on CRO as some of the bigger investments, and then obviously some of the bigger investments that I have over in Coinbase. But some of the lower ones that I have, like Ren, is something that I truly I like and I think can run, but it's not something that I hold a heavy amount in. So unless I decide to put more into it and consider that a heavy amount, because Ren does make moves and does have a strong ability to run. That could be something that I focus on heavily. But a lot of other positions, I'm only holding a very small amount. Less than $1,000, less than $500, things like that. Am I a teacher? No, I'm not a teacher. I try to teach people things, but no way do I know everything. Um, I the only thing I'm close to. No, you know what? I'm not even close to a teacher. I went to college, but I'm not a teacher. I have an MBA. It's right behind me. Um, but yeah, how are you feeling now that crypto is doing what I said months ago? Coins with no fundamentals are going to zero. Only those with true use will last. So that's not necessarily true, right? Use cases are built throughout time. You can have the best use case in the world, and it does not matter, right? Everything falls. Right? If you see a bear market, you're going to see everything fall. It's not about things that don't have a true use case, because again, people believe in it. They see the popularity, and then they see the use case that's built. Understand what Dogecoin and Shiba Inu were. Dogecoin was a joke, right? And then it starts to look more and more like it could have a potential use case. All you need are, maybe some people to back it, like Elon Musk and Mark Cuban. And now you're looking at it as a household name, something that could have a use case as a form of payment, right? That's the way it seems like it is. Shiba Inu as well. You can build things throughout the ecosystem to actually have a use case for Shiba Inu if they decided to use Shiba. So I would have to disagree. I think you're right to an extent to where use cases are important. We all know that you need to have a use for something for the mass majority of people to believe that it is legit and see the legitimacy. But I would have to disagree with you. Everything is falling not uh, because things don't have a use case. It's because of the entire crypto market. A fire sale. Yeah, it's definitely a fire sale. Guys, we have 200 plus people here. If you guys can get it to 100 likes, I'll appreciate that. And I'll show my appreciation by saying I appreciate that. Anyone see my post? I can see your post. I know I'm shadow banned on Weeble chat. Um I mean, if you post too much, then that's probably it. Um, shadow banned on YouTube as well. No, you're not. Let's just keep it to a dull roar when it when it comes to the amount of messages that come through. Matt is transparent. Thank you. Um, we have a chance to 10x our money. Yeah, that's a. I was watching a Graham Stephan video yesterday, and I expected him. Obviously he's a proponent of um, like investing in index funds and investing at every time of the market, whether it's a down market or bull market or very like consolidated market, whatever it is, right? He's a fan of doing that. And I was watching his video yesterday, and no way did I expect him to say that this time could be where millionaires are made or people make the most money, right? And I heard that and I was like, wait, what? Like Graham Stephan saying that, like that's encouraging people to invest in a bear market, which is good. I love to invest in bear markets because while things are down, you're giving yourself the most opportunity. And he's absolutely right by saying that. But it all comes like when he says that, obviously there's two sides of it to where it could be that possibility, but you never know how deep this is going to fall. You never know how deep this will dive. You don't know how deep the ocean is, right? So um, if this is going to drop more, you have a potential chance to lose a lot more. So you have to find the best time to invest for you. And if you feel it's right for you, then you can make your moves and hopefully you gain what you hope to gain. Maybe I'll use comments to get likes and insults on every comment. And now it's been months without anything. Good morning, bedhead. Good morning. Does my hair look that bad? Come on, man. I could throw on my hat. Got my hat. I didn't think my hair looked that bad. I am tired though, insanely tired. I watched the game last night. I was watching the Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics, and I'll tell you what, I was kind of multitasking. I was playing Marvel's Avengers, and I was also watching the game, and it was really good. It was a really good game. The U.S. filtering out the fluff. Uh, it's not the popularity. The U.S. does not care about that. What? The U.S.? The U.S. is not the one. You know what? I'm not gonna go with that. All right. We are live, baby. Yes, we are. You can actually earn Ruby coins by playing games, play to earn. I like the concept of play to earn games. I would like if they built something where it's play to earn slash play to burn, right? People have these games out here for Shiba Inu, and it's play to burn games. But if you have something that's P2E and P2B together, like you earn 50/50 and you just link your wallet to that game, that would be phenomenal. Now I don't know how you build that, but if you could do something like that, that would be amazing. With the Brickbusters game that's out there, as you play, it would be great if you can earn it within your wallet. People would play it so much because it's not only about burning it, it's also about earning money for playing the game. So it would increase the value. And I wanted to talk to Shib Superstore about that. I didn't get a chance to do it, but P2E plus P2B would be really, really good. I live in PA too, man. Okay, where do you live? Like around the Philly area, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh. I'm surprised. It's funny that I can drive 5 hours to different places. I can drive 5 hours in Pennsylvania and still be in Pennsylvania, right? I don't know. It's just pretty crazy. Like, but if I drive a certain way, like I can drive through multiple states in 5 hours. I wish Shiba continued to drop. I want to buy it cheaper. So do I. Dude, why is Lunic holding? That's what's crazy is, the fact that everything else, sorry, I don't even know why I clicked on. Oh, I did click on the right thing. I accidentally clicked on the right thing. While everything else is really falling, Lunic has been holding at some of these levels, right? And this is because you have the popularity, you have the thought that this 1.2% will be a large factor, but we haven't seen anything for it. We have a lot of proposals, we have a lot of information that keeps the hype around. Right? It's just like, let's say you have a position that's brand new to the scene and it's something that, just starts to catch fire, right? Well, now the popularity is keeping it afloat. You don't have many institutions that are investing into something that is so risky, so they're not creating the fear within that position. The only thing that would create the fear within that position is if the people reacting to other positions that are decreasing, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, decide to get out of all their positions because they feel like everything's going to fall back. You know. What do I think about alt base? I think it's undervalued. Let's see. Well, I think everything's undervalued at this point because the markets are falling back. So it's down 12% or 13% over the last day. You're seeing it at 0.0000577. You have about 1 billion supply, or in the max supply. Yeah, definitely undervalued. I don't know as to what the max market cap we have seen or what the max level we have seen with this position. It looks like 2 cents is the max level that we have seen. Now, this has been falling, heavily. Now, I don't know the details to everything here, but it has been falling heavily. We have seen a couple of spikes, but anything that you play here would be speculation. Plain scam. It looks like some people are calling it a scam. I would have to look into some information here. Let's see some holders. We have one wallet that's holding 18%, and that's an open wallet that's holding 18.9%, which is not something I like to see at all. But yeah, this has been around for a while. I don't know if I would call it a scam. I don't know what happened to it because I don't know a ton of details as to the use cases and all that stuff. Just trying to look into the basic information that we have here. At the current price, a totally diluted market cap would be a $539,000 market cap. So definitely at a lower point, not seeing a ton of volume, seeing no markets that it's really available on besides Gate.io and PancakeSwap, which is weird how you're able to be on Gate.io and just PancakeSwap. Why didn't they apply to some lower exchanges? Anyways, all I know is it's down 13%. Numbers look okay besides the 18 or 19% wallet that's holding that. And also the overview, it just looks like something that's really a falling knife and hasn't found any type of form of recovery. Gala cheating. If they did a game to play and to burn, and they burn Shiba Portal, and the player earn coins from that. So that's the issue, is that for me, I've received nothing from the burn portal. Bare minimum, basically. I've burned 86 million, and I've received basically nothing from the burn portal. And I haven't checked it in a little bit, but I haven't received anything from the burn portal, and it's not something that I'm looking for rewards, because it's just not delivering. Just like Shiba Swap really didn't deliver. So I think the best case scenario would be something that's a 50-50 P2E and P2B, right? If we can play to earn and play to burn at the same time, that would be really good. And if we had something that was like a, obviously a computer game, something that you can link your MetaMask to. You can say, all right, I'm going to link my MetaMask to this, and then I'm going to play, and you'll earn point something or whatever, right? Depending how many times you play, you can earn something, and you can also burn something. Fintel showing 0 available shares for GUNUS or GNUS. Yeah, it's interesting. I really think that Lunic has something going on, or somebody knows something. Do you know what I mean? I do know what you mean. The funny thing is, people really don't know. If you're on the outside, you really don't know. You can have all the information in on the internet in the world or out there, and you really don't know what they're going to do. Something can happen like what crypto.com did and the surprise with a 70 billion burn, right? Um, and you can see the same thing for Lunic, right? Now I understand that you really can't surprise. You have to go through with these proposals and get things passed and all that stuff. So we know that when something passes, something can be implemented. But if it gets implemented out of nowhere, then we're looking at it and we're going, okay, well now it has more opportunity and things start to run again. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rick Goswell. Thank you for being here. Uh, GG Crypto. I had a good time. See you again in 2025. Hey Matt, I'm the guy you wish good luck on the job interview. Well, I got the promotion, and I heard your commentary for sure. My old position will be listed, and I'll be in charge of hiring them. Thank you. Well, that's great, James. That is absolutely great that you were able to get that promotion, and hopefully, obviously negotiations with like the raise, because a lot of times people don't know that they can negotiate these things, but then when it comes to promotions, it's like, am I negotiating too high? Because they may be looking at somebody else. So you obviously did a great job. Congratulations on the promotion, and it's good that they are listing your old job, um, and you'll be hiring them, because then you can basically walk them through everything that you did, so nothing really flows back to you, overseeing it probably, but nothing really flows back to you in actually doing the work. So that's amazing. I know a lot of people that have gone into new positions and have brought all of their old positions or all of their tasks with them. So it's good to get off on the right foot. Oasis Network. I haven't looked into it. I'll have to look into it in a little bit. Um, are you guys buying? I am buying. I'm definitely looking at different levels. Right now, uh, today and tomorrow are heavy bill days for me, so I have to pay quite a bit of bills. But then when it comes to, hopefully we have more and more of a decrease by the 20th, because that's when I will have some more money to spend. Um, so Celsius update their liquidation price to BTC. I've seen some things on Celsius. I was going to watch a video from CoffeeZilla last night, and it seems like it's a big deal. I just been blind to the situation. What do you think SHIB will be doing in 2025? Hopefully Shibarium will be running smoothly. Hopefully the metaverse will be running smoothly, and they use SHIB throughout the metaverse. Um, but we don't know right now. If you wanted to buy land, people can buy land for a very, very cheap price. It's like $200 to buy land, versus $700, or versus $800 or $900. Depending on when you were buying the position or buying the land. But if we get to 2025 and the metaverse is still not here, obviously people will be upset, because they're buying land for no reason. It's like they're buying an NFT with no value to it. So we would hope that the metaverse will be running smoothly, and we hope that the ecosystem devs open their eyes to understand that SHIB needs to be a large part of everything that they're doing, right? Whether they decide to hire me or whatever, we need to figure out where SHIB should be in this overall ecosystem. And we know it is the center of the ecosystem. They classify it as king. Well, they need to make sure they show us. Would you trust Baby Doge? I'm thinking of buying more. So I didn't trust it per se. I bought into it for a speculative play, basically a low amount to see if they do something aggressive, then we can benefit from it. But would I trust it? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't really trust it at this point. For me, at least. There's other people that would trust it. It's because I've changed my strategy a little bit. So that's the only reason. It's not because they do something that I don't believe in or anything like that. I haven't heavily looked into the position. I swear, man, these allergies are insane. I've never wanted um, summer to end in my life. I've never wanted spring to end in my life. I just wanted to be cold at this point. I think winter is going to be my favorite time of the year. Why does Sheba help us burn? Why doesn't Sheba help us burn? We are on Robinhood, and the community is pushing this coin, but the founders seem like they don't want to touch it. Any thoughts? So I would agree with you to an extent, right? There's only one founder, right? And that's Ryoshi. We don't know who that is. It may be two, right? Elon Musk and Vitalik, but we don't know who Ryoshi is. The lead dev, which is Satoshi, right? Um, that is the person that wants to have that to follow Ryoshi's vision. Even though if you're the lead dev, how have you not had that connection with Ryoshi to know who they are? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe Satoshi is Ryoshi. I don't know. Right? I really don't know anything. And we don't even know who Satoshi is. So um, as we look through this position, right? This position to where you have the breeds, you have the devs, you have the people that are building around Shiba Inu. It seems like they don't want to touch Shiba Inu, right? Understand that they are doing what they said that anybody can do. They have stated in an AMA recently directly to me that anyone can build around Shiba Inu. Anyone. Anyone can build an ecosystem around Shiba Inu. It's what you do with that either benefits Shiba Inu or doesn't. So they're building so many different things to, it seems like, pad their pockets. And so many people have the same opinion. They're literally padding their pockets with things like NFTs, Shitoshis, or is it Shiboshis? Shiboshis. Um, right? They have different businesses that they partner with, right? Wellies. I think Wellies has the best mindset in burning Shiba Inu, it seems. Everything else within that ecosystem does not, right? You have John Richmond, which has no value whatsoever towards Shiba Inu, and you could say that it does, but you point me in the direction as to how it provides value to Shiba Inu besides putting a damn image of Shiba Inu on their clothing or something. How does that help, right? We need to burn Shiba Inu to get it to a level where we see it more valuable. But they're putting dogs on clothing, right? That's not doing anything. If you were burning based on the sales within that clothing or the sales of tickets for the runway shows or something, then it makes sense. But you're not doing anything to help Shiba Inu. You're not buying it. You're not burning it. It's literally just pasting a dog. You're using it as the mascot, right? You're not helping it. So I would agree. It seems like they don't want to do anything for SHIB. They want to do something to pad their pockets. Um, and it doesn't stop there, right? It seems like the metaverse, yes, they want to build something big, but then every time they introduce another thing, they introduce, um, you know, She token, right? They introduce the stable coin. What is the stable coin's purpose? Are you looking to have that stable coin in order to build, interest for people, APY for people? Are you looking at it as a form of payment, right? Because it's going to be a stable coin. It's not going to increase or decrease in value, hopefully, right? If it's an unstable stable coin, that's not good. But if you're using that as a form of payment or that currency within the metaverse, then what the hell is SHIB for, right? Are you just using it for certain places that really don't give value to SHIB, right? That's what bothers the hell out of me. There's no answers, and I'm sure it bothers you as well. So I have a ton of thoughts on that. They're endless thoughts that I have on the Shiba Inu ecosystem devs, um, or the ecosystem devs versus the Shiba Inu community. We obviously have a disconnect between the two, so it's something that really gets me fired up. Not fired up as in like happy or hype. Fired up as in they need to change something. Finally getting to one of your live streams. Normally I miss them. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for trying to get here. You know, I appreciate anybody that comes here, whether you come here, 17 days or 1 day. Cronos community. I don't know if you post videos on Cronos, but that would be great if you do. Obviously we want to be able to support all of these projects that are out there, but it's very tough to support every single project and build things around every single project. We want to focus on certain things, but yeah. I bought 82,321 CRO a few minutes ago. That is phenomenal, right? That's a lot of CRO, by the way. Um, but yeah, that is absolutely phenomenal. It's currently at 11 cents, I believe. Where's sorry that I still have this up. Let's go over here and let's go to Cronos. Yeah, it's currently at 11 cents, 11.4. I'm still looking to continue to buy. That's what I do with CRO. But I kind of have to wait a little bit because right now is a heavy bill period within the month. It's always in the middle of the month where we see the lowest, prices, it seems. You hear that from me a lot where people are like, are you buying right now? And I'm like, well, I have to wait. It is at its lowest prices, but I'm gonna have to wait because I have to, wait until the new. I mean, I should probably hold some, but then I see low prices even towards the end of the month. Load your bag, sell your mother's kids, or wait, sell your mother's kids or children to get that cheap Bitcoin and ETH. What is land and SHIB? So it's basically you're buying plots of land, kind of like you're buying NFTs, but it's kind of reserving your virtual land or virtual real estate within the SHIB metaverse, right? There's so many metaverses that are being created, right? And they all have their own land that you buy, whether it's super expensive or super cheap, right? But as as you look through some of them are more legit than others, and I would hope that Shiba Inu land would be more legit with the backing that it has, with the amount of people that believe in it. But Shibland is basically just reserving your virtual real estate for your property, right? You can do whatever you want on that property, build a business on that property, burn Shiba Inu on that property. That's really the idea. I'm gonna skip some things because I'm way behind. What you liking to buy this month, if anything? What am I liking to buy this month? I mean the basic things, right? The basic things that I talk about, especially. I want to see Luna gain another zero. If it does, then I'll buy. If it doesn't gain another zero, then I most likely won't make that move because I currently have 20 million and I'll sit on 20 million. I do want to buy more Kronos. That's right in front of me. I do want to buy more Shiba Inu to get 500 million. I currently have 400 million now. Um, I most likely will buy more Krill coin because I do see the potential in where that can go. I would love to hold 10,000 and literally buying a $350 worth would get me another 1,000. So I can spend another 1,000 and get about 3,000 more. I would love to hold 10,000. That's what I want. Harvest Finance is at a great price of $29. You haven't seen it this low ever in history. I think even in the beginning it was higher than this, and then it fell down to about $40, and now it's down to $30, which is the lowest point it has ever been. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. I would say those are probably my. I did buy more Gitcoin, so I'm probably not going to buy more there. But yeah, they make a new token to get money from their community because they don't have SHIB. it it was fair distribution. they they make new token to get money from the community because they don't have SHIB. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. They can't control SHIB. They can't change SHIB. They can't do anything with that position, and they don't own a lot of it. So they're looking for something that they do own a lot of, that they can skyrocket to the next level, and then profit out of that. This is a golden opportunity to lower my cost average and invest in projects I missed out on at these lows. I would agree. There's a lot of positions that are at the lowest lows possible. Like I've said with Harvest Finance, it's at the lowest low that it has ever been, right? I believe in this position as a very, very quick mover, as something that has less than 1 million circulating supply and max supply. I will take that any day. And that's why I'm looking very deeply into buying more. I mean, if I buy $290 worth, I'm going to get another 10. So I do want to hold 100 because then I can make that sell. As it does go up to $100, I can make that sell with whatever I buy into. So if I buy in another $1,000 right now, then I can make that move. The problem is that I can't really buy another $1,000 right now. I would have to pull it out of other places. I can see an explosive growth on CRO in the next 2 years. I agree. If there was only 50 billion SHIB left, what do you think the price would be at? So let me go to my level here. So let me see if I have it here somewhere. So if there's only, it depends what the market cap would be. So if we look at it at a certain market cap, let's say there's 50 billion. Is this 50 billion or 50 million? That's billion. Yeah, that's billion. 55. Let's say right here, as we look at there, 55 billion. We're looking at a $50 billion market cap, and we're looking at a price based on a $50 billion market cap. A price based on a $50 billion market cap at 55 billion would be 90 cents. If we're looking at a $1 billion market cap, because obviously I would say 20 billion is the level that we want to get to, it would be at 36 cents. If we saw 50 billion total tokens and we had a $20 billion market cap, that would be 36 cents, which is way above where we said that it would get to at least, and then we can see some more burning that's going to happen as we go along. So that's where it would be. Hopefully that answers your question. It all depends on what the market cap is. If you're not buying Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, you're sleeping. I would agree that Bitcoin and Ethereum are at insanely low prices, and you definitely are. You may be making a mistake if you're not going to buy at least some Bitcoin and Ethereum. If I see Bitcoin drop down to 20, I mean, then I'll really start to consider it. Now, I'm not a Bitcoin fan. I think I'm more of an Ethereum fan. I'm not a Bitcoin fan. But I understand the potential, right? I understand the potential of the price movement. I don't understand the use case or the end goal of the use case, but I understand the potential and how it runs the crypto market. So if something's running it and has kind of a guaranteed, gainer, yeah, I'm definitely going to find a way to take that. But it's always difficult because it's like, this is $20,000. That's investing it into one position. For a lot of people, that is investing their life savings or everything that they have right now into one position. And that's the definition of throwing all of your eggs in one basket for a ton of people. The spreadsheets. Yeah, I'm always into the spreadsheets. You know it. How they spot on this crypto winter will be 6 to 12 months. Just load up bit by bit. I would sort of agree. I don't know if it's going to be that long. Why did Ryoshi team leader of SHIB, just get off? Looks like he made his cash and just dumped us. So if you're talking about Ryoshi and why did Ryoshi leave, you're probably right in a way, but you're also, yeah, I think you're right by saying yes, he probably made his cash. But also they said that they were going to do this, and it's more of what I believe is their identity almost got found out. And if their identity gets found out, then SHIB could either be worth less or could be worth a lot more. It depends on who that is, right? If it's a person that has been part of a crypto scam before or has been part of cash grabs before, then that wouldn't be good at all, and we would be very upset with it, and a lot of people would probably bail on the opportunity and bail on the project. However, there would be a lot of people that still wouldn't bail on the project because it doesn't have any form of manipulation within Shiba Inu itself. Within the ecosystem, yes, the position itself, Shiba Inu itself, no, it doesn't. Great content, Matt. Thank you for saying that. How about M shares? Was that a high of 21,000 and now it's at $50 per coin? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I worry about. But Bitcoin kind of leads the crypto market. If Bitcoin falls down to $50 per coin, everything's falling down that much. And then that's where you could say, that's where you can really ask the question: is crypto over? Is it the end of crypto? Because if Bitcoin falls down to $50, I mean, I would definitely gamble and take in a lot of opportunity, but I also would just accept the fact that I'm not going to put in, tens of thousands of dollars. I probably will put in like maybe $5,000 or something, or just a standard $10,000 into multiple positions. Exactly. Crypto winters are scary because literally everyone leaves, but anyone who left in 2017 was regretting everything when 2021 bull run hit. Everyone just needs to hang tight, and you'll do great. Yeah, I think really from 2018 to where we saw the peaks, I mean, a lot of people were regretting not getting into it or staying into it because things, flew farther than they ever flown, right? Flew, something. So yeah, I think you're right. I'm hoping LC adds another zero. Oh, Luna Classic. Abbreviating things. I'm hoping Luna Classic adds another zero. That's a good buying point. What do you think? What do you think of it? 0.000008. I think this is great to make gains. Yeah, I would agree. If they can add one more zero, that's where I will start to make some moves, because you can buy a million for what, $8 at that point, right? Because it's currently at 0.0000599. If they can add another zero, that's where you can start to buy more for a lot less. And that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, my cost basis, I believe, has 5 zeros because I bought, or it might be 6 zeros. I spent $40. I spent $40 and got 63 million. So I don't know what the cost basis was. I would have to go in there and do the math. But yeah, I would love to get it close to or around my cost basis. Remember, I already pocketed $6,000 from it. Now, I did put that money into CRO, which has fallen back significantly. Well, not significantly from there. It was like $14, 14 cents where I bought in. So it fell back quite a bit from where I bought in on that position. So technically I'm down. I did gain a little bit more in the amount of CRO I had, but the amount of money that I have obviously fell down. So yeah, I think that's a great buying point. I will start to buy if it does add another zero, which I haven't bought since that $40 because I had 63 million, right? I wish I would have bought more at that point, but I didn't have any more, especially in MetaMask itself. I would have had to buy more in MetaMask. I want CRO. I want to buy CRO. I want to wait for a little for it to hit 10 cents. I think that will be a strong support level. I'll tell you that. Right now we're seeing 11 to 12 be that support level. But yeah, I think that will be a strong support level, especially when you consider how the U.S. economy is at the moment. Not trying to spread FUD, just very concerned that you're unaware of the current situation. No, I'm very aware of the current situation. I agree with you that it is a difficult thing to get through as you see a recession that could possibly happen. The reason why we have the or the thought of a recession, or have a strong possibility of a recession, is because fear is being created. Every single article that we read out there about any investing right now is about the market's coming back and how people should save on their investments and get out of their positions, right? When people do that, it creates a ton of fear, which collapses the market more. It's kind of like when people go to the bank, you see 1,000 people go to the same bank and say, I want to pull out my money. Well, then they have to step back and go, well, we don't have all that money on hand. Obviously, we lend out money and all this other stuff, and it's difficult for you to get your money from a bank. If you had $100,000 in a bank and you decided to go and take that out of that bank, it would be questioned a lot because they're probably only holding, maybe let's say $1 million within that bank, maybe even less, and you're taking 10% of that. So it's definitely a question that they will have for you, a bunch of questions that they will have for you. And it's funny because it's like, that's my money. Just give me my money. You know what I mean? But it's insanely tough for you to do something like that. I watched a video where Big Doss TV, I don't know if anybody watches them, went to go and try and withdraw $100,000 out of a bank, and he had to go to multiple branches in order to do so because they couldn't do it at one branch because they don't hold that much money within the branch. It's like, that doesn't make sense. You're a bank. You're telling me if a bunch of people come here and withdraw $1,000 that you're not going to have enough money to give it to them? When Shibarium comes out, where do you think Shiba's price will go? I think Shiba's price will definitely make a move. It depends what they implement within Shibarium. Right now, we know there's going to be a burn rate, or we don't know. We have heard that there's going to be a burn rate. We don't we don't know what that burn rate will be. So depending on what that is, we'll see a bigger move based on that. Happy Catty Crypto said that Binance holds most of the supply of Lunic. If that's the case, then what are they going to do with their coins? If they hold them and don't sell them, it'll be impossible to burn Lunic. No, it won't be impossible to burn Lunic. If Binance holds a large portion of it and you're able to trade through it with the exchange, right? That's a good thing, because if they're doing the 1.2% that you're burning within Lunic, you're going to see that you're going to burn throughout Binance as well. And also, as prices go up, people sell. And when people sell, money gets transferred to different exchanges, gets transferred to different wallets, which it now can be burned at an easier rate. So I know what you mean. I know what you're saying, but there's always a way to access that supply. It's going to be a little bit difficult. It's going to be a workaround. It's just like all the people that are holding Lunic, right? You know that you're holding millions, and people are not going to sit here and hold, let's say you hold 20 million like I do, and that person is not going to hold 20 million until it gets to $10, right? If they see, especially if someone hasn't seen $1 million in one sitting in one account, they're going to sell that position. Or even if they haven't seen $100,000 in one account, they're going to sell that position or sell a portion of it to make it available to the public to burn, right? So I think it will be a little bit difficult, but it won't be as difficult as you think. Will you make a mining video for me? A mining video? I mine for what? So I don't mine anything. Matt, clean and disinfect your mic guard. What do you mean? It's fine. Are you saying that I sneeze on it or something? It's pretty clean. The bigger question is what do we do about Terra still having admin access and a ton of coins? I mean, I don't think we can do much about it. I don't think we can. Guys, we have 761 people here. If you can hit the like button and get this up to 350 likes, I'll continue. No, I'm just playing. If you get it to 350 likes, I would appreciate it, guys. So definitely hit that like button if you have a chance. If you don't have a chance, I understand, but it takes like a second. So go ahead and hit that like button. Have you bought anything this dip? Sorry, I missed your answer already. So I bought Shiba Inu so far. I bought Gitcoin. Gitcoin hasn't dropped as much though. I expected it to drop more because everything else has fallen. But I bought those two. I do want to buy more CRO and a little bit more Shiba Inu, and I also want to buy some other things. I definitely want to make this move into Harvest Finance at less than $30. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. Um, Also, Krill Coin is a great position there, so I'm probably going to buy some of these two since I already bought some of Gitcoin. But then I'm also going to buy some more CRO there. What do you think about Do Kwon and the SEC investigation? It looks like he's going to be arrested for fraud. Will it impact Lunic in a bad way? Who will replace Do Kwon? Hopefully somebody better. Hopefully somebody that's not going to um, try to cash out in any way and take a bunch of money from this project. And I understand, you're the creator of the project. You deserve to have something out of it, but not as much as he has taken. Right? He doesn't deserve to have that much. But you know, I think it will affect it. I just don't know who will replace him, who will take over in that decision making. But probably someone that he would appoint to those coins that he has, that amount of holding. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I think it will affect it. Um, I don't think it will affect the price in a bad way. I think I think a lot of people believe that Do Kwon should be gone, and if he is, that creates a positive thought in a lot of the community's mind. Even though you don't know who's replacing him, like I think of it as kind of that Hydra slogan from Avengers, where you cut off one head and two take its place, type of thing. So I don't know. That may be the situation. CRO is laying off people. I did see that, but that's going to happen when you have, and it's crypto.com that's laying off people, but that's going to happen when you have CRO drop so much where your entire exchange is based off of the amount of people that are holding CRO, that do believe in the project, that do trade within the system, but you're seeing less volume go through. You're going to have to do things like that. It's just like any business that's out there, which the exchange is a business, to where if you have less volume or less revenue coming in the door, you have to do something about the amount that you're paying out the door. And usually, staff is the biggest expense. That's why I have yet to hire somebody, because I know that paying somebody is the largest expense that you will have. And I think I'm waiting for the kids to get out of daycare, because then I can pay someone basically that salary per month in order to do stuff like recording and editing, not recording videos like this, but coming with me to the golf course and recording the golf videos and editing some of those golf videos so that we can get them up on time, because it's difficult for me to do it. And then also a lot of the reaction videos, editing those and putting things that we want in there. So we have all of those videos posting on time. So eventually I will hire a person, but it probably will be a person that's close to me, not a person that's distant. So yeah, but that's me. Hell Hydra. Great stream as always. One nice thing about these low prices is burning more tokens from the burn channel. Absolutely, absolutely. You have less that you're spending, or the same amount that you're spending, and you're burning more tokens. Right now, I think the burn channel, which for May, we have $500 that we're going to be burning. It's a little over $500, I believe, which will at this point be close to 100 million. Trouble with crypto is too many fraudsters creating coins and they are doing rug pulls, leaving investors high and dry. I would agree. There's a lot of problems there. Do shouldn't even be allowed in the crypto space. Yeah, that's going to be difficult to do. um, Do needs to go. Well, what can we do? Well, go to the SEC and place your complaint. Trouble with crypto. Wait, what? Trouble with crypto is too. Oh, I read that. Every exchange is. I missed it. What was Harper banging on yesterday? She she had a book. So she has this book that has things that you can put in inside it. It's like you like feed the animals. So she'll put the food in there, but then I guess Hayden must have put too many in at one time and they got stuck. So I had to, take a butter knife and just get it out of there. So she was trying to turn it over and like bang it out, which I told her wouldn't work anyways because the way that she was banging it, like it was going flat on there, so nothing would happen. I mean, they could loosen a little bit, but they're just going to move together and you're never going to be able to get them out. So she doesn't understand that, obviously. She's 5. So, yeah. Thanks for asking, though. Matt, where do we apply? I don't have any job openings yet. I know somebody asked me about um, like a graphics position or something, and I I don't have any openings yet. Like not right now. We're waiting until a lot of things are clear, and then we'll start to expand because I do want to record a lot more golf videos and edit more and all that stuff. And I can teach that person how to edit. It's not a problem. Um, yeah, I heard he wanted I heard he wanted help. Wanted to help the people that lost so much. So why would he buy and hold so many Lunic? Maybe if he implements the burn tax and lets people buy for a bigger profit for Binance. Yeah, I mean, so if you're talking about Do saying he wants to help people, I mean, this is the same person that said he wanted to help people with Lunic and then decided to scrap, um, Luna Classic and decide to move on to Luna 2.0, this brand new thing that they just completely scribbled over the old one and said, you know what, we're just going to do this over here. That's the same person that did that. So I don't think of him helping people right now. I don't think he wants to help people. I think he wants to help himself. Worth dollar cost averaging or just wait till markets settle a bit. Thanks as always. So these are definitely low points, and there's a lot of positions that are at the lowest they've ever been. Will they go lower? It's definitely a possibility, right? We don't know if it actually will, and people predict that we will have a further drop, but no one actually knows if that's 100% true, right? That we will have that further drop. Um, as you create more and more fear by saying that we will have that further drop, people will sell their position, which will create that further drop. So it it just depends. I mean, if you're going to the person next to you that's investing, hopefully they invest, and you say, hey, what are you doing right now? Are you selling your positions or are you holding on to your positions? If you take a poll or a sample size and just say what are they doing right now, and a lot of people are like, hey, you know what? We're at lowish lows, and I think it went low enough. I'm gonna buy right now. Then that's where you can understand that fear has sort of subsided a little bit, right? So um, I would say for me, I'm looking for the best up or I'm looking to buy right now. And if it does drop a little bit lower, I'm looking to buy then. But right now, I can't buy because this is my bill time of the month. Um, so I don't want to. I don't really want to borrow. I could borrow money and then replace it, whatever I get there. But I don't feel like doing that either. Keep going. We love your content from Philippines. Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Do Kwon took all the money and left investors high and dry. Not graphics, grass mowing, mowing the grass. Not you. It wasn't you. No, I'm good with mowing the grass. For some reason, I put in the fence, and now, even though this seems weird, it seems to take less time. It feels like it takes less time, even though it definitely takes more time. Like I can look at the time and see when I start mowing the grass and where I end mowing the grass, and it's usually like 2 hours and 30 minutes. And before it would take me about an hour 45, maybe two, if I was being, if I was trying to be careful with um, cutting things under the deck, anything that's growing in. Um, but yeah, it's taking me longer, but it feels like it's taking me less time. I don't know why. So I'm happy with it. I actually um, feel good doing it. Sometimes I get a little stressed because I don't have the time sometimes. But since now I'm not working my 9 to 5, and this is my 9 to 5, I can have a little bit of time to do that. Binance have been trying to do the right thing and help us. I'm heading to my bar to start cooking. Well, that's good. Um, is a bar open this early, or is it like a breakfast bar or something? Matthew Perry, can you help me choose to pick the next coin for max profit trading? Um, can I help you? I give people my suggestions on what, or not suggestions on what they should buy, but I talk about the things that I'm buying within this. I don't tell people what to buy because you can. There's a lot of things to where you can find a ton of profit, and you can get 1,000% return, or 2,000% return, or 10,000% return. Um, I don't try and go for a lot of those things, especially in the short term, because a lot of those things are iffy to where they can have that 10,000% return, but you could be caught in the middle of buying that 10,000% return and it decreases and you lose 99% of your position, right? That's always a possibility. So I'm not going to be that person that tells you exactly what to pick. I'll tell you what I'm looking at and what my timeline is, but I will not tell you exactly what to pick. That's better if you make that decision, not because I don't want you to make profit. It's because I want you to learn, um, what move you should make. Because if you buy into a position, let's say Krill or Harvest Finance or Bitcoin or Ethereum, where are you going to sell at? You don't have your strategy built on where you will get out. Are you going to hold for the longest time? Or are you going to take whatever profit you can get? Because yes, there's always value in holding until we see the peak of the bull market, but there's also value in short-term trading as well. So factor in both, and play it short-term, play it long-term at the same time. So hopefully that helps in a way. I know it didn't answer your question and giving you the best coin for max profit, but hopefully it helps. What do you expect to see when the higher interest rates are announced? John Parks, what do you think? That's interesting. I want to know what you think. Uh, I'm way behind, way behind. So the 1.2 burn tax won't actually be 1.2 burn. Only 35% of that will be burned. The rest is going to validators, etc. So only around 42 cents will be burned. um, 0.42% will be burned. So I don't believe that's the case. I believe they're two separate proposals that you're talking about. And you're not factoring in the 1.2% burn. From what I understand, I haven't looked into it heavily, but from what I know or from what I have heard, that there are two separate situations, and you're not factoring in on that 1.2% burn tax. No, don't do. No, not Do Kwon. I was speaking of the CEO of Binance. You read it much later than when you were speaking of the purchase of a trillion. Oh, okay. Hello again, Matt. I still have my question. What do you think about Hive? So let's look at Hive. Um, Hive is currently at 34 cents. It's down 4%. Um, this is a coin, right? You're looking at 439 million total supply, uh, which is great. Not great in the amount, but it's great to have all of the supply out there. So 100% of the supply is in use. You can have more that's minted from what I see here because the max supply is unlimited. But right now you have all of the supply that is out there, which is a great thing. You have a $151 million market cap. The volume is up by 37%, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing because it's down 5%, which means you're seeing a lot of volume, selling volume. 8.7 million dollars. Jesus, sorry. $8.7 million in volume in the last 24 hours. And let's look at how the chart has been, how it has treated people. So in the last 7 days, we can expect that things have dropped down from 60 cents all the way down here to these lows of 34 cents or even lower, down to 32 cents. If we look at all history, we can see that it has had a history of climbing up to about $3 before decreasing down to some of these levels. If I was looking for a level for it to get to, I probably would look for it to hold at 140 or at least push up to 140. So yeah, it looks like I just based on the chart and not based on any type of use case behind it. I'm sure there is a valid use case behind it. It does show potential. It shows that right now it is, resisting at or having at least a bounce off of some of these levels of 30 to um, 20 to 30 cents. And in a bull run, I would expect it to come here and touch above this 120 point, right? I don't know why I said 140. I guess I was probably up here. 120 point. Now I would expect it to resist away from 140, 180. I guess this is 180. Yeah, 185 ish or $2 ish before it does uh, start to run after the fact. So I expect it to resist. I'll probably capture this as a new support level before increasing there, but that's in due time, right? As the market starts to run, whenever it starts to run, that's when you'll start to see this push up and you'll see some of these different resistance points that you want to factor into your plan. But right now, we don't know how long it will take for the market to fully recover. A lot of people believe, or not even fully recover, just start the bull run. A lot of people believe that this may happen until the end of the year. I am hopeful to see my prediction come true that I had in the past before any of this took place, any of this down market, where I thought the second quarter, the end of the second quarter of 2022, would be the start of that. um, The illusion of offense always gets me. I hear you. Hey Matt, any updates on the burn portal rewards? I haven't received any new rewards. No, I haven't received any either. Um, I haven't questioned it on Twitter. I know the last time I questioned it, they told me exactly when the rewards would be because it started to get a lot more traction from a ton of people, and they were like, hey, rewards are coming the 17th, and then they'll come every other week, and I haven't received any other rewards either, and I've burned 86 million, so I expect to see some sort of rewards. It doesn't have to be like a massive amount, but at least some sort of change. I was not speaking of Do Kwon. Do Kwon, Doo Doo Kwon. He don't care about anyone but himself. I would agree. It seems that way. Perry, what's your thoughts on XRP? I hold 10,000. I'm expecting big gains um, when they win their court case against the SEC. So XRP for me is a short term play. It's always a day trade for me, just because I don't really see a crazy amount of value above, you know, where they are listed rank wise, not market cap wise, because market cap they can definitely reach up to that $100 billion market cap. But I consider this as a day trade, and this is a very, very good price to buy in at if you're looking for a swing trade. I consider it a day trade or swing trade, short term move, not really a long term position in my books, right? Um, so yeah, I see a lot within this, but not long term, at least for me. A lot of people do believe long term. There's cat hair everywhere. It's not a fly, it's cat hair. I OCD when it comes to my lines in grass when I mow. Um, I don't really. Uh, sort of. I like them to be um, online, and I like them to be all in a row and make sure the lines are great. But um, I'm not really that bad. The main lines, yes. If I'm mowing around things, then usually I'm okay with being straight and then being you know horizontal or something like that. Just because I'm trying to mow close to the house, and I'll mow like two lines in between the lines that I create in the house. So that's just my way of doing it. I also don't have any landscaping, which we're looking to do landscaping in the next couple of days or so. Maybe today. I don't know. Will you make a video with Claybro to learn how to burn, trade, mine, and max profit trading on crypto, um, and AMC? Um, so I don't think Claybro really does like collabs. I don't necessarily do collabs. I'm more open to it than I was in the past, but I don't necessarily do collabs either. But those are all separate things that you would do. So I have videos on how to trade. Um, I do have a video on how to burn Shiba Inu, but it's all different, right? Burning Lunic, burning Shiba Inu, burning something else. It's all different. It's not the same. And I don't know what AMC coin is, but AMC didn't create a coin yet, from what I understand. If they did, then I'm definitely in the dark with a lot of the stock market talks. And the funny thing is, people were telling me yesterday about getting in on Redbox, and I was like, I'm the amount that it grew, I missed my opportunity. Even if I did have money in there, I wouldn't have put anything in Redbox, right? Redbox has come down 25% today, down to $11. If people bought in at $17 or $18, it now has decreased, and you lost $7 or $8 per share that you have there. So it's definitely difficult to take in when you're at $18.20 and now it's down to $11.35. And you can't really do anything here because if you had a lot, then you have no liquidity. So this is where a lot of these short-term gains come into play. I understand how it does have, short interest. People were talking about that as well, but you have to look at it for what it is and play it short term while also maybe playing the long term, collecting all of your profits, um, collecting your initial investment plus your profits while keeping some in there, or collecting everything and going on about your day. Right? It's another just another walk in the park. Is that the phrase? I don't know if that's the phrase. Good morning, Matthew. Hello, Tammy. Thank you for being here. What's the best Sun penny investment at the moment? I don't know what the best Sun penny investment is. I don't even know what that is. If you're looking for a penny stock, I'm not really into penny stocks so much. Do you have any tips on day trading crypto? So day trading crypto is probably a little bit more difficult because it doesn't really hold support and resistance levels well. A lot of times they break through them. So um, the only the only idea that I have for day trading crypto is um, you want to be able to have the right charting. First of all, if you're day trading on um, Coinbase or even like crypto.com, it's just not going to work. You need something that's going to give you all the indicators. You need maybe like TradingView that you can get some of the indicators, or even do it on Webull if you have some of those positions that you're going to trade within there, because you have all the indicators that you need that you can build in there for free. Um, but I would say, and this sounds like the most generic thing in the world, find the lowest point you can find, and then day trade to the simplest way that you can, to where you buy at in the beginning of the day and you sell um, before the end of the day. So, and the end of the day could be for you before you go to sleep. It could be before the end of the workday. It could be something like that, because crypto is 24/7, so it never stops. Um, and your day trading could be a 24-hour day trade rather than being a 10-hour day trade or an 8-hour day trade. So it's definitely a little bit more difficult because there's more time, but you also have more room for something to run because there is more time. Um, so that would be my advice there. I don't day trade crypto often. I've probably done it twice. Profited both times, so I should probably do it more, but I also wanted to end on a high note. Um, so yeah, it's definitely a little bit more difficult than day trading in the stock market. Even though the stock market is sort of rigged in a way, the crypto market is difficult because uh, it's all based on popularity at the time, and popularity could skyrocket out of nowhere. I've seen, things run at 4 in the morning. I've seen things run at 12 midnight. I've seen things run at 10, and it's not consistent. Um, so question, please. All the crypto I have has gone to almost zero. Thousands turned to hundreds. If I want out, will I still have the money? So this is the thing about it, and Graham Stephan kind of said it best yesterday. He gave his advice, sort of advice, and said, like the third thing or fourth thing that he said was that people will want to panic sell right now, right? And if you panic sell, you're going to get into a situation to where now you are selling at the bottom and buying at the top. It is insanely difficult to get out of that trend, because now what you will do, let's say you sell today, and 2 days from now, it starts to run. Things start to move a little bit. And you're like, oh, well, you know what? The bear market is over. I can get back in. Things start to run. You get in, it falls more, right? It's not over, right? It's never really over. And what you're gonna notice is that you're starting to buy on the green days and sell on the red days, and that is very, very difficult to break. You start trading with emotion, and then you start saying that the whole system is completely rigged, which it is rigged. You just have to find the right opportunity to buy and the right opportunity to sell. You can't start trading with emotion, even though hundreds or thousands turned into hundreds. It's very difficult to settle upon that, especially if you don't have any more money to invest a dollar cost average in, because what it could be is your thousands turned into hundreds, which also means that you can buy the same amount that you had for hundreds instead of thousands. So now you can basically take where you were and where you are and split it in half, and that will be where your cost basis is. So once you get to that cost basis, let's say you were at $3 and now you're at $1, you would be able to bring that down to $2. So you don't have to get all the way up to $3 in order to make your money back. You get to $2 and now you can make your money back. And now when you get back up to $3, you now make profit. So that's what a lot of people think of. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to hold on to this position or these positions, but it's a no-brainer that this is not the position that you bought. It is the entire market. The entire market means something completely different. Now, if it's the position that you bought, you can treat it a different way. because you just made a mistake in buying a certain position. Um, and it all depends. If it still has potential above it and it just fell based on some negative news or something, then that may be a situation where you play it the same way as if the market is falling down. So there's definitely a lot of what if scenarios, and it's all dependent on how people react to things. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it can definitely go back up, and you'll be stuck in the on the wrong side of trading here. Hopefully that helps. No different now than it was later last year before I jumped into SHIB. Uh, I was dreaming of it coming down because I wished uh, I put way more than I did. Now it has. Go Matt. There's a lot there, John Henry. There is a lot there. Um, I don't know if you're positive or if you're negative. I feel like you wanted to buy more, but I don't know if you actually did. Uh, um, and then saying that you were dreaming of it, which meant it was a good thing, but then saying that it did go down and now it has. Is that negative or is that positive? But then Go Matt is very positive, so I'm taking it as positive. I don't know what to take it as. Uh, do you believe the SEC will go after CRO token? Um, I think with them dialing back um, a lot of the reward structure, not really. I think the reward structures are a problem because they're taken away from people putting their money into banks, right? Putting your money into banks, you get a certain interest rate, which is a very, very low interest rate. But then you putting money into a crypto coin like CRO, you were getting 6% and then all the way up to 12% on the DeFi wallet. So will they go after them? No, I don't think so. Um, they're starting to put limitations on a lot of things, and I think that's the reason why is they want to limit the amount of regulation and attention that they're getting from the government. So that's what I was thinking it was all about. It wasn't just about sustainability and profits. It was also about attention gathering from the government. Day trading only works on platforms with a narrow spread in price. A lot of crypto exchanges have big differences in buying price versus selling price. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. I've noticed that with crypto.com where they have a large difference in, the bid versus the ask. And I would agree with you. 100% agree with you. Um, that's why usually day trading, you want it to play out for, bigger returns, a lot bigger returns, not something where it's like a 30-cent return. Google stock split July 15th, 20 to 1. That is fantastic. Can't believe I'm still in the stock market. Because a lot of times I just talk to you guys, right? Amazon currently at $100. I mean, I know they had their split and everything. This looks good. All right, let's see where the crypto market is. See if we have any updates. Oh man, I want to give me the overall market outlook. It won't give me the overall market. I don't know. That's weird. Do they have an update or something? But we're seeing Bitcoin that's down 9%, Ethereum down 3% or 4%. Um, things are just continue to fall. They just continue to fall. Uh, how to borrow against my house for Shiba? I know it will run a max profit trade down the road. So I'm not going to tell you how to do that because I don't want you to do that. Um, if you if you figure out how to do it and you do it yourself, um, then good luck to you. I do think that Shiba will run, but I just don't like risking that much on anything, no matter how much you believe in something, because anything could happen, you know. So uh, I'll let you make that decision. I'm late and no idea what was said. I heard Bitcoin is too expensive to mine at 22K, and it's right there. Yeah, it was just at 21K earlier. Well, high 21K. Um, tips on day trading crypto. Do it at night. Um, yeah, there's a lot of. I would definitely say we see most of the gains and falls at 4 a.m. So that's a form of predictability, but it's not always going to happen that way. Why didn't we hear a thing about Lunic burning? Why do we still wait? Why do we still didn't hear a thing about Lunic burning? Because we're not really seeing massive amounts that are being burnt through Lunic right now. Um, we're hopeful that we see the 1.2% implemented, but it still hasn't been, obviously implemented anywhere or even talked about besides YouTube. Mining is expensive in general, unfortunately. Sam, I guarantee you he is going to advise against that. Yeah, I, I did advise against that. Well, at least someone knows me. You don't take out your you don't take out a second mortgage or borrow against your house for an investment. I mean, the richest people in the world borrow money in order to invest, right? They invest with other people's money, and it's just so risky for normal people to do that because we don't know where your mindset is. If your mindset is to hodl for dear life, it could be something where it doesn't you don't end up getting what you wanted to get out of it. Like for people that, let's say, that truly believe in a position and they invest $200,000 and borrow against your house, right? The smart way, I don't want to tell you how to do it, but the smart way for people to borrow money, the way that millionaires and billionaires do it, is, let's say they borrow $200,000, and they end up investing into a certain position that they truly believe will run and had a history of gaining 10% or whatever, right? Let's say it gains 30%, or yeah, it gains 30%. A lot of people what they will do is take that original investment out, or take the entire thing out and gather that 30% while paying back the loan and then maybe borrowing again down the road. Now, if people are looking to gain double that money very, very quickly, what they will do is borrow the 200. If they truly believe in the position, they have a strong conviction that this is going to run, they will borrow the 200,000, it doubles, and then they end up taking all of it, or um, they'll take the initial investment plus 100,000 in profit, leaving 100,000 in there to see what that does, and basically they pocketed 100,000, put the 200,000 back, and didn't have to really pay anything in interest because it all happened very quickly, and then now they have 100,000 within that investment without really using their own money at all. So it's definitely something I've seen people do, but I've also seen people go the opposite route, right? Or go the opposite way to where they invest 200,000, it ends up decreasing by 10%. They get stopped out of their position, they lose some money, and they have to end up paying that back, right? Now, it always helps if, let's say, your first investment that you do that with gains you $100,000, well, now you have room to wiggle with, right? That $100,000 can now be used as a form of paying something back if you end up losing. But if you lose the first time, you now just lost $10,000 or you lost $20,000, right? Um, so it's definitely something that you have to have a lot of practice with. And a lot of times, the wealthy people that do this have people do it for them, not them doing it. They have people do it for them and make that decision and risk the money that they feel like they should risk. So it's definitely a more difficult situation or a difficult thing to take in. So I don't advise anybody do that. Um, but it is the way that wealthy people make more money. But you have to understand that they're making more money by doing this, but they also have the money already to back it. If you don't have the money to back it, it doesn't make sense for you to do something like that. Biden says he will ban crypto by 2050. I mean, most people will make their money by then, and I don't understand how you would even do that. I'm pretty sure crypto will be a huge thing, like absolutely huge. Right now, it's already big, and it will be even bigger. How low do you think BTC will go? I have a feeling it's going to drop way more. So a lot of people believe that it's going to go well below 20K. I want to see it at those levels first before we can make that prediction. Because for me, I think you're going to see a hard support at 20K, and then you start to see other forms of support there. But right now, I want to take it one step at a time. Uh, because I know Bitcoin really runs this whole show. When Bitcoin drops, everybody gets scared of everything else. You can see that Ethereum is more closely tied to the price of Bitcoin than other altcoins. Um, it should go down to 700 or $800 unless BTC catches a massive whale bid. It's interesting. Interesting take. Are you concerned at all that Coinbase will halt withdrawals like Binance did? I'm not concerned with it because I don't plan on withdrawing. If people plan on selling, then yeah, I mean that's a concern for them. For me, I don't um, I don't look at it as a concern because I don't plan on selling anything. Um, I think Binance didn't they halt transactions? I don't know if they just halted selling. Just buy gold, best investment so far. I I wouldn't 100% agree, but if it works for you, whatever's working for you could be the best investment for you. Biden won't be alive by 2050. And Biden also won't be in office by 2050. Why did I even I literally held that as something that could be true. But if Biden's still alive by 2050, what would he be? Like 100? 110? God, I don't want to live that long. I mean, he's already what, like 70 or 80 or something? Alexa, how old is Joe Biden? Joe Biden is 79. He's 79 years old. 79. It's crazy the world that we've come to. Like we used to just Google something. Well, technically, people do Google it when they have um, the what's that called? The Google Home or something. I don't know what it's called specifically, but when they have that like that device, they technically Google it, but you Google it by your voice instead of typing it in. How lazy are we? I have Google right in front of me that I can Google something, and I'm lazy. It's so easy to do though, as long as she answers correctly. It's not like my watch, where my watch should answer things, but it always tells me I can't do that yet. And I'm like, you're literally the Galaxy 4 watch and you can't answer any of my question? Like, this is the newest version of the Galaxy Watch and you can't answer any of my questions. Like my Fossil watch, which is a Gen like Gen 4, Gen 5, which is like not the latest version. I think it's like the second to latest version. It can answer anything that I want. How old is Matthew Perry? I'm 31, but I don't think it'll have my age on there. If I Google myself, do you think I'll come up? Do you think it'll come up with my? Nope. I don't come up with my net worth or anything. Uh, I'm worth 130 million. That's what it says, 120 million. That's not the same Matthew Perry. It sucks that I don't have a like, well, obviously there's a famous person with the same name as me. So it sucks that when I Google my name, instantly Matthew Perry comes up. It's not me. That man can't remember 8 seconds ago. Uh, Matt, did you hear about this? I don't know what you're talking about. Did I hear about what? The better question is how many damn watches do you need? I apparently need a lot of watches. I have a ton of watches. I actually have two, like right here, I have two golf watches, and they both do exactly the same thing. Funny thing is, I lost this one, so I needed another golf watch, so I bought this one, and then right when I bought it, I found this one. So now I have two golf watches, um, and they're both great. They're both Garmin, but yeah, I have a lot of watches. A lot of watches. I like watches. I like styles of watches. I haven't worn a different watch, like a dress watch, in a little bit. I just went to the movies, which I wore a different watch, but the battery died in it. That's the problem that you have with regular watches. The battery dies. Can your Fossil watch answer how far BTC will drop? I believe it can. It'll probably say something like, "This is what I found on the web," and go through the article talking about like recession and how far it will drop. It probably will do that, but it's taking on somebody else's suggestion or answer, not theirs. Most likely, you're the second most famous Matthew Perry. I will always be the second most famous Matthew Perry, and I don't even think I'm. Oh, well, I don't even know if I'm the second most famous Matthew Perry. I think there's another Matthew Perry that's um has a large fan base. Matt wants that 100 million from from crypto, going golfing daily. Yeah, you know, I earned that 100 million from golfing. So Rolex can't be beat. I got the see. See, I don't have any Rolex watches. I want one, but I just can't. I can't justify it because I always wear this smartwatch. I always wear the Galaxy smartwatch, even though it can't answer my freaking questions. Um, he doesn't even golf. I do golf. Are you bullish on Cadena? I am not. Um, Only because I'm not in it. Right. I've seen it and I've reviewed it a little bit, and it looks very interesting. Um, but I'm not in it, and I don't plan on getting in it right now. I'm focusing on the positions that I have, and then I'll make some moves after the fact in other positions. How did you get into crypto, man? I bought XRP back in 2017 and 18 and got destroyed. Gave up and got back into it last year, doing well this time around. So I got into crypto not by accident. It was mainly by a lot of the people that were watching my channel because I talked about investing in the stock market, day trading, going through daily day trades and swing trades and long-term investments, all of that stuff. And mainly talking about AMC and GME and all of those different things and making money throughout there. And I've grew that account from 16,000 all the way up to $80,000+ before it did end up decreasing. But I took my original investment out of there and threw it into cryptocurrency. And that was all at the suggestion of people telling me, hey, you should talk a lot more about cryptocurrency. Why are you not in cryptocurrency? And the way that I always thought about it throughout my day trading life and swing trading life was really, it's way too volatile for a person like me. Like, it was insanely volatile to where things would fall or would increase, $5,000 and decrease that same $5,000 the next day. Like, it was insanely volatile then. And we saw it as it did get up to the highs and then completely crush a lot of people, right? But then as I went through from 2018 all the way until 2020, I had the same mindset and I never looked into it. And it was also much more difficult to buy cryptocurrency back then than it was, today, right? You can buy it anywhere and you have so many different options, so many different wallets, applications and all that stuff. So I recently got into the first one that I got into was Dogecoin, and bought in and said, you know what, I'm going to buy it because I see an opportunity and it could be something that absolutely takes off. Well, funny thing, the next day it grew to I think it was 12 cents or something. And then it grew more. And I ended up taking my profit that I had, which I turned $100 into 500. I took profit. I took about 300 of that, I think it was, put it into Ethereum and another coin there. And then that really just got me started. And it was pretty recent. It was about a year and a half ago that I started making that move and started really researching the markets and seeing how they flow and how they function. And it seemed to be nothing but up, and now we're starting to see all markets fall back down, not just the crypto market, but all markets fall down. And what was crazy is throughout history, you saw the stock market run, and then the crypto market would do the opposite, or the crypto market would fall and the stock market would fall and the crypto market would rise. And we saw the opposite, and now we're seeing it move in tandem or together because of the fact that institutions hold a lot of value within it or hold a lot of push. So I got into it at a good time, made a lot of money from it. My total accounts values, both as the stock market came down, the crypto market was kind of leveling out or going up a little bit. It was around the highest point was 85,000 total between the two. And then you saw the stock market really fall down, but the crypto market was staying level and actually increasing for me. And the crypto market for me, I had a total of about 50,000+. And then the stock market ended up going down to being somewhere around 30 or 25,000 or something, total of around 80,000. So it really stayed the same as the total between the two. But then you saw the stock market fall, crypto market go up, and then they kind of level out at some of these low levels now where it's worth way less than what it was. So, I got into the crypto market recently. I'm nowhere near a pro. I'm a person that, really takes in a lot of the data because I'm an analytical person and breaks down what the ceiling would be, what the price potential can be, what you should look at when it comes to recognizing a new crypto, if it could be a scam or if it could be something that runs. So, did you catch that fly? Fly probably knows more about crypto than me. I think I did. I haven't seen it today, so it's either over there because I usually don't have the lights on over there, but I have the lights on, so it might be over there by those lights. Because typically I turn off all the lights and just leave these two lights on. So that might be the reason why it was always around me. So I turned on that light and it may be over there. There's a possibility, a strong possibility that it's over there. Matt, do you really think they can burn 111 trillion SHIB a year? Do I think they can burn 111 trillion SHIB a year? I think they can. The issue is obviously how are we going to do that? I like to look at all the things that the ecosystem has implemented, and hopefully they factor in a large form of burns. We understand that Shiba Inu can see $1 billion, $2 billion worth of volume. And if we see Shibarium launch and they're able to burn off 1 to 2% of all transactions that go through there, they actually implement something like that and bring Shiba Inu up to a crazy level. Understand that if we see $1 billion in volume, I understand that they're going through multiple exchanges, but understand the idea or the possibility of how much will go through Shibarium versus going through every other platform. Shibarium will be a layer 2 solution, right? Where it will be cheaper to buy your Shiba Inu. It will be cheaper to sell your Shiba Inu. It will be cheaper to do anything with it. So if you're not paying as much of a price, most people are going to migrate towards that platform. Yes, you're going to have to use an external wallet for it, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure we'll go through like MetaMask or something like you do with the Loop Ring, or not Loop Ring, GameStop wallet. Um, or GameStop platform. Um, but if they're all going through there, you would see maybe 50% of that volume, which would be $1 billion, or a $500 million, or maybe even more than that, go through the system at a 1%, 2% burn rate. Yes, we can definitely do that. If we're doing that per day, burning that per day, it can have a huge impact. And I think there were a lot of things out there that were built that could have been big, if the ecosystem would have jumped on that opportunity, or at least agreed with that opportunity. But it's definitely something that's tough. I know a lot of the coins that are out there that can burn tokens would be really good. I don't know what they're doing now. I told you a few months ago Shiba would add a zero. Also, can you buy XRP on crypto.com? If so, I cannot figure out how to help. So I'm not sure if you can buy it on crypto.com. Let's actually check on CoinMarketCap. So I go to XRP and you go to markets that it's available on. You can buy it on Binance, KuCoin, FTX, Coin One, which sort of looks like Coinbase. I was about to say Coinbase. Kraken. Doesn't look like crypto.com is on here. Yeah, so you can't buy it. Yeah, crypto.com exchange. You can exchange it. So it's XRP for USDT. It's not something where you can just go and buy it. It's something where you exchange it. So I'm pretty sure how you do it is, let me go into crypto.com. Wish I had the docking station set up. Come on. Let's see. So if I go into, let me see. Let me go to XRP. And then when you go to XRP, it should say something like transfer. No, it doesn't. So it doesn't even allow you to do that. You would have to do it on the exchange. So crypto.com exchange and crypto.com app are like two different things. So you can go on the exchange. If you're outside the country, you can sign up for the exchange. I know US, you're allowed to do it in some cases as well. I'm still not allowed to do it. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, you can exchange USDT for XRP there. But you can also do it on PancakeSwap for BNB if you wanted to. You can buy it over on MetaMask. Let's say if you wanted to buy BNB, and then you can go to Pancake Swaps. Let me type in Pancake. I almost dropped my remote. I just typed in Pancake. Pancake Swap. And a bunch of pictures of pancakes came up. It does look good. Pancakes do look really, really good. Um, so yeah, then you can go to Pancake Swap. Let's go to trade. Let's bring this up on the screen, and you should be able to do XRP. I think that's it. Is that XRP? You would have to bring over the contract address, because I don't trust that. I don't trust typing it in. Copy the address, then go over to crypto.com exchange, type it in. So yes, you import it, understand, boom, and now you can trade whatever you want for XRP. So if I wanted to buy 94 XRP, I could buy 94 XRP. That makes sense? All right, guys. I have to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. GTC does look very tasty. Are you going to start using the GameStop wallet? So I haven't like used it. I have money in there. So technically, yes, I'm using it, but I'm just not doing anything with it right now. I just wanted to test it out to see how easily you can trade and move things and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, um, we'll see. We will see. But anyways, guys, make sure that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. We will post some more videos later today. Probably have a reaction video up today, as well as some Let It Burn videos. Um, don't forget to check out the golf videos, the golf channel, if you guys are interested in, subscribing to that. Go ahead and subscribe to it. Let me bring it up for you guys because, everybody wants to see it. Let's go to channels, golf channel. Yeah, if you want to go and search Matt Perry Golf, go ahead and check it, right? Check it out. Not really the best at golf, but I really like to play the game. And I think if you guys, support me, you can support me here, and I would greatly appreciate it. But guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.